Well, good morning and happy fall, my friends. I have just dropped my son off at school. Wow, summer is officially over. We are back to school. Things are cranking here. And I have not posted in a while, and I'm sorry about that, but hopefully we're gonna get back on track. Summer just took over, and that's what happens. You've got family around, your kids are around, if you've got kids, and you just end up in a black hole of just playtime. Playtime, being there for family. So I apologize, I've not gotten a video out in a while, but it is now officially fall. The child is back at school and we're gonna start cranking some things out. Busy morning this morning. I've gotta get organized, I gotta get my thoughts together, but most importantly, I have a podcast for a client that I have to get out the door quickly this morning. So let's get to it. I got so excited about getting things started that I forgot to grab the media that I need to edit this podcast with. So now I have to go back in the studio and do that now. Oh yeah, by the way, there's been some changes here in the studio. You might want to check it out. Now, the couch is gone and we got amps everywhere. These things happen. This is what happens when you've kind of taken the summer off. I didn't really take the summer off, but this is what happens when you're not fully focused on work. You forget things. Media for a podcast, for example. By the way, did I tell you guys I had foot surgery? If you've been listening to the podcast, then you know I had foot surgery. I don't know if I talked about it so much here on the YouTube channel. I had foot surgery, I had toe surgery to be more exact. So I still have this sandal on. It's crazy to wear this thing all the time. Now, I'm ready to start editing. Alright, so let me give a little context to what I'm working on right now so that it actually makes some sense. This is a live event that was recorded that I produce, and we started producing their podcast for them. So I'm taking the live stuff that was 90 minutes and we cut it down to about 58 minutes. And so right now I'm just going through, getting all the pieces together, making sure the edits sound good with little fades and whatnot, and getting that done. And then I'm gonna go back in. I've recorded the intro for this podcast that are hosted separately on a Zoom H4. I've imported that stuff. I'm gonna have to go back, listen to those takes, find all the right ones, the intro and the outro, drop those in, and add the music in and outs, and then export this thing. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Got to get back at it. Just wanted to let you know what was happening. All right, so I just got done editing the show part and putting the pieces back together. And what's always tricky and frustrating is this is a live show, so people applause when someone says something that they're into and all that kind of stuff. And it's always tricky when the next bite doesn't have any applause and you've got applause and then it abruptly stops to something else. So it's getting a little frustrated trying to deal with that, and you're trying to cut for content, you're trying to cut for time. So it's just a workaround. You gotta figure out how to finesse it. That's your job. Finesse the edit. Look at all those edits, man. That's the whole thing. So each one of those needed to be cut, spliced, put back together properly so it made sense. The other reason I'm feeling a little under the gun is because it is 11 o'clock and I have to pick my son back up from school at 2 o'clock, and I have him all afternoon. I have to get this done and uploaded and out the door before I can go pick him up. And I've got a few other things to do because I've got other clients and other projects to do.
Americans elected more women, people of color, young people, and LGBTQ lawmakers than ever before.
I'm trying to decide if I should use a parametric equalizer on this or not. I don't think I'm going to. It seems to be bringing up the highs. I don't like it. It's tinny. Cutting it. One of the things I like to do before I export the whole podcast is just spot check all the edits, make sure nothing dropped out of place and everything is still in sync and looking good. And all my little fades are still there, and they are, and that makes me happy. I check the beginning intro and I check the outro as well, just to make sure all the music fades are all right. All of the spoken word stuff of the intro and outro work out, and so far, so good. We're gonna start exporting. Here we go. Oh yeah, moment of truth! Here we go, and export. Whoops, missed it. There it goes. While that's happening, we go downstairs, we check our phone, because the phone's been charging. Well, that's super dark, isn't it? Bunch of emails. Too bright. All right, so got the podcast done, got it uploaded. It is out there in the world. You can check it out if you want to. It's episode number 4 over at conversationsonthegreen.com. Pretty cool stuff. We featured 5 of the new incoming congressmen and women who have taken the country by storm. So head over and check it out at conversationsonthegreen.com. Now, let me just break down a couple of things. Again, I'm sorry I have not posted a lot in the last few weeks. Obviously, the ROADIE Free Radio episodes have been coming out every Monday, but there's been a bit of a gap in those coming up as well. Things just got crazy this summer. I mean, between foot surgery and having my son around a lot and a summer schedule and a couple of client things, it just took over, man. There was a lot happening. So I did not get to make as many videos as I wanted to. I did not get to put out as many podcast episodes as I had wanted to. Things just happened. So trying to get back on track, it's hard. It's hard to do when you're getting pulled in a lot of different directions and just finding that extra time. And it's summertime. You want to be out doing some fun things and spending time with the family. So apologize for that, but I thank all of you guys, all 299 of you that have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it. One more, we're going to get to 300. I'm looking forward to that. If you're new here to the channel, I have a podcast called ROADIE Free Radio. I interview people behind the scenes of the music and film industry. Those come out pretty much every Monday. We're going to start back up next Monday. I've got 2 great interviews coming up for you, so tune in for that. You can find a link in the description below. And if you want to hit the like button on this video, I'd appreciate it. Also subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when new videos come out. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. I got to go answer that phone call. I got to jump in the shower, pick up my son. Peace!